Hello students. So in the last video we have finished with the decision making under uncertainty. So this is the third one, decision making under risk. So theoretical part I've already given you the history of it in the last whatever the photos I've sent into your group as well. So in the decision making under risk, the term risk itself tells us risk is something what it is a kind of a condition where the decision faces several events, or it can we can overcome the risk or we can fall under the risk. So basically a probabilistic kind of a thing. When we tell this probabilistic or probability, there are two conditions: it may happen or it may not happen. So it might rain or it may not rain. So this might be the example of again probability. So when into this, the following decision criterias are used into decision making under risk. The three criterias are there. The first one is expected monetary value. Expected monetary value, it can also be called as EMV criteria. Into this EMV criteria, just go for the theoretical part, you people. I'm just directly going to go for the problematic part. So this is basically a problem. So I'm just going to read the problem. Just be careful to listen it. The newspaper boy has the following probabilities of selling a magazine. So a newspaper boy is selling a magazine, any particular magazine. So he has given number of copies sold. So 10 copies are sold, 10 newspapers, 11 newspapers, 12, 13, 14 newspapers. Simultaneously, they've already given the probabilities. Okay. Cost of one newspaper is rupees 3. Cost of one newspaper is rupees 3, and during purchase he is going to get it for 3. And how much do he sell? Selling price is rupees 5. He sell it to other customers for rupees 5. He cannot return unsold newspapers to the agency. He can't go and return those unsold. If they have today, if he has taken 10 newspapers, so only 9 are sold, one is a wastage, so he can't sell it to the agency. What is the question? How many copies should be ordered? So daily the demand might vary from 10 to 14. One day it might be 10, one day it might be 11, 12, 13, 4. From 10 to 14 newspapers the demand varies. So how we can do it? The number of copies for purchase and for sales range from 10 to 14. One day it might be 10, some day it might be 14, some day it might be 12. So it ranges from 10 to 14. The conditional profit is rupees given by. So how we can calculate the payoff? We have a certain formula to calculate the payoff. This is the formula. Payoff is equals to 2 into sold copies or copies sold. 2 into copies sold. So this is basically formula for it. Payoff is equals to 2 into copies sold minus 3 into copies unsold. Payoff is equals to 2 into copies sold minus 3 into copies unsold. Here profit on sale, say for example, as I have told in the question itself, for one copy he will be paying rupees 3, and to customers how much he is going to sell? 5. So here profit on sale is equals to 5 minus 3 is rupees 2. So how much profit is going to get? 2 rupees, because purchasing cost is rupees 3. Selling cost is 5. So 5 minus 3 is rupees 2. Loss on unsold copies. If one copy is not sold, he has purchased it for 3 rupees. If one copy is not sold, what is the loss for him? Rupees 3, because 2 rupees is the profit for him. So how we can calculate this? Conditional profit table in rupees. On the extreme left hand side, what is this? Possible demand, number of copies, probabilities. Possible demand they have already given, 10 to 14. Probability also they have given. So what are this? How many are this? 5. 10 copies, 11 copies, 12 copies, 13 copies and 14 copies. Correct? So how to work it out? This, to work out this, we'll have to take the exam, what I can say, the help of the formula. Payoff is equals to 2 into copies sold minus 3 into copies unsold. Just going to show this workings. So the working is as follows. How, say first day the demand is 10. Okay, how many copies he need? The people want 10 copies, so he has sold 10 copies. What is the profit for him? 2 into copies sold. Formula, remember the formula, 2 into copies sold, 2 into 10, copies sold is 10, minus 3 into unsold copies or copies unsold. Unsold is no much because demand is also 10. When all 10 newspapers go off, there is no unsold copy. So 2 into 10, 20, minus 3 into 0 is 0, is equals to 20. So here you have to write 20. So the demand is 10, but the copies are 11. The demand is 10. He needs only 10 newspapers today, but he has purchased 11 newspapers. So how we can do it? 2 into 10 minus demand is 10. 2 into sold copies is 10 minus 3 into unsold. How many? Because he has ordered 11 copies. Only 10 he has sold. 1 remains. 2 into 10 is 20. 3 into 1 is 3. 20 minus 3 is 17. So you have to write it 17. Now the demand is only 10, but he has purchased 12 copies. How many are extra? 2 copies are extra. 2 into 10 minus 3 into 2. 2 into demand is 10, but he has purchased 12 copies. How many unsold copies remain? 2 remain. 20 minus 6, 3 into 2 is 6, that's equals to 14. So next one, 13, so I have to write it 14 here. So how many copies? Demand is 10, but he has ordered 13 copies that day. So 2 into 10 minus 3 into 3. 10 he has, the demand is 10, but he has ordered 13 copies. How many remain? 11 copies. How many copies remain? 3 copies remain. 29. That's equals to 11. So I have to write 11 here for. The demand is 10, but he has ordered 14 copies that day. 2 into 10 minus 3 into 4. 20 minus 12, that's equals to 8. This is for 10 copies demand. That day for the first day only 10 copies are the demand, but these are the things. So I have to write first one. So next one, the demand is 11, but 10 copies he has. The demand is actually 11, but he has only 10 copies with him, but he has purchased only 10 copies. 1 copy he may not fulfill it. The demand is 11, but he has purchased only 10 copies. So all the 10 copies are sold. 2 into 10 is 20. So whatever the demand might be, for 10 copies it remains the same thing, because demand is 11. Copies what he has purchased is is 10. So 2 into 10 is 20. Demand is 12, but he has purchased only 10 copies. 2 into 10 is 20. Demand is 13, but he has purchased only 10. All the 10 he is going to sell because 3 members are left out. Because the demand is 13, but he has only 10 copies. Say for example, I order some 10 pens, but you have purchased 13 pens. So 3 pens remain with you. I am going to pay only for 10 pens. That is 10 into 2, that is 20. Demand is 14. Purchasing is only 10. So it is 20. So let's go with 11. The demand is 11 and the purchase is also 11. So how it goes? 2 into the demand, whatever he has demanded is, the demand is 11 minus 3 into, because here demand is also 11, purchasing is also 11. So there is no loss. Purchase also he has got as 11, demand is also, all the 11 copies he is going to sell. 22. In the same manner, 11 copies demand. These are the things. So you have to do it with 12, 13 and 14. So these are the probabilities what you're going to get. So how it is increasing? 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Just circle this. It is not possible like it has to come into this way only. In this particular problem, it has come into it might come in any manner. Okay, so these are the workings for this. So here our part of the work is not over, it is only conditional profit table. So we have to see what exactly we are trying to tell is expected monetary value criteria, EMV criterion we have to work out. So this is the conditional profit table. So after this the solution still continues. Expected profit table, expected monetary value, expected profit table. How we have to do? So this is a particular thing. Possible demand 10 to 14. Probabilities is given 10 copies, 11 copies, 12 copies, 13 copies, 14 copies. How we have to do this? Take this now. Take this 20 into 0.10, 17 into 0.10, 14 into 0.10, 11 into 0.10, 8 into 0.10. Same ways, probability you have to multiply with all. Probability multiply. 20 into 0.10 gives us 2. So with that you have to multiply and keep and add all the values. Which is greater? 22.25 is greater. This is EMV in rupees. Hence the boy must order 12 copies to earn the highest possible average daily profit of rupees 22. If the boy orders 12 copies, then he is going to get the maximum profit. If he orders 12 copies, then the maximum profit he can earn. This is the way you have to calculate EMV, expected monetary value. This is the procedure to calculate. Okay, solve some more problems on this. The next part I'll see you in the next video.